This cemetery is actually laid out in 3 sections. Before it was Holy Name Cemetery, it was actually called Hudson County Cemetery. If you take a look at the last page of the handout we gave you, it's not the most current layout, but it's the most current available of the layout of the cemetery. Because of the unavailability of land for new burials, they've actually closed off some of the roads and now are using them as burial places. So there's a couple of roads shown on this map that just don't exist anymore, which made it difficult to draw a map. So, the Hudson County Cemetery itself, which is the older part of the cemetery, and on the far side, predates 1866. That's all I can tell you. We have that much information on it. If you try to get information on it, you end up out in Coral Hill, Snake Hill, where they had the various institutions, almshouse, poorhouse, tuberculosis ward, things of that nature in a prison. That is a different story unto itself. Most of those graves were relocated to another cemetery. The Archdiocese of New York started buying up land here in 1866. And at first it was just called the Catholic Cemetery. As they added a second piece to it, that became the New Catholic Cemetery. So if you're doing any research on Holy Name Cemetery, or get some documents that may say things like HCCC on it, it probably stands for Hudson County Catholic Cemetery. But if it's the New Catholic Cemetery, you know it's sort of up in that area. If it's the Catholic Cemetery, it's more on that side. If it's in the old area, I wish you luck. That's really where we're going to end our tour, in that section, because it's one of the more picturesque areas, if you will. Give you a better sense of the craftsmanship, if you will, that went into the various markers and what have you. Still a lot of them still standing, so I thought it'd be worth our while. There's about 7 burials going on here today. We're fortunate in that they're all in the back end. But getting there, they like to use one road that we had originally wanted to use for our tour that we're going to try and stay away from. But basically when we leave here, what we're going to do is just drive around. It is the chart itself. We try to lay out the route that we would take. But we'll give you an idea if you haven't been here before, or I'm not sure where certain areas are, is to give you a better layout of the cemetery itself. If we drive through to our first stop, keep an eye out for these markings, such as the one behind us, which is a marker O. They're normally on a metal stake, all alphabetical, but that's the section you would be looking for if you were looking for a burial. That is section O. Some little islands, like this one here, which basically provided the impetus to me, at least, to have some sort of cohesive reason for the tour itself, and that's the politicians of Hudson County. If you attended meetings or listened to podcasts, ad nauseum, we've had speaker after speaker after speaker would come in and talk to us about Hudson County politics. If I wanted lectures on politics, I would have taken a civics course. But it's interesting to see how those dynamics work. Everyone knows of Frank Hague, I believe, Frank H. Hague. He's buried here. He's on a little island, all by himself. The island, at least, anyway. He's buried with his wife and his daughter, Jenny. His wife's name was also named Jenny, and their son, Frank. There's another Hague. His parents and other Hague family members are over in that part of the cemetery. We'll take a look at that later. But his nephew is buried over there, Frank Hague, who was also a mayor of Jersey City at one time, and actually at one time was my father's boss. My father used to work for the law firm of Frank H. Hague. That's a different story, and I haven't researched it fully, but it did not help my father one bit. Like anyone who came in contact with the Hagues, he's here by himself. He's the only one of the politicians that they've talked about in power brokers that existed from the late or mid-1800s up until really the mid-1900s that didn't really form friendships. Had a lot of acquaintances, burned every bridge that he established, that I can tell of anyways. So the fact he's out here by himself, he probably wanted it. He died after all the other politicians. He had his choice of where to be buried. As we go around, you'll see that we talk about power brokers such as William McAvoy, Benny McLaughlin, little Bob Davis. They're all over there, all in one row. First Republican and the last Republican mayor of Jersey City for 75 years. Mark Fagan, he's over there also. All right? Anyone have any questions? All right, so what we're going to do at this point then, we'll drive around, try to keep together as best